There's a ruin just up at the top of this hill and over. And I drive past it every single day. And I always wonder what it is. And I've looked online and I can't find any information about it whatsoever. Now I know that the land it sits on is part of the Dumfries House Estate. Even although it's across the main road and not physically attached to the main physical grounds of Dumfries House. So I think what I'm going to do, not today and not in this video, but what I'm going to do is probably go to Dumfries House and ask them in there and try and find out a bit more about this ruin. Now it sits just to the side of a very main road. I think it's the A70, I'm not sure. But there's nowhere to stop and get and, you know, park the car and get out and walk across to it. So I've had to park about a mile back at the local community hospital here in Cumnock, and I'm walking the approximately mile to this ruin, and I'm going to have a walk round about it. I've never been up to it before. I've only ever driven past and thought, what is that? So I'm going to get right up to it, have a good old walk round it and let you see it. Now this video will be two videos. There will be a version where it's mainly 4K and I'll be pointing the camera where I choose. And then I'll also post a 360-degree version of this same video that'll allow you to spin the view around and have a look wherever you want. What I'll be doing is, once I've had a good walk around it, I'll then find a decent spot to launch my drone, and I'll have a fly round about it too. And I'll go up quite high, obviously not higher than 400 feet or 120 metres. And from that height you should be able to see Dumfries House itself, which is quite a distance away, even although this ruin is going to be part of Dumfries House, or the Dumfries House Estate. So it's going to be raining in a wee while, in about an hour according to the weather forecast. So I've come out just before that rain starts so I can get this flight done without the lens getting all wet. Now as you can see, this is a very busy road here, and you can also see that there is nowhere to pull into the side to leave the car a bit where it would be a bit closer to the ruin, and that's why I've had to make this long walk. I say long, it's only a mile, not that long. But I think we're about maybe 5-10 minutes away from it now. And rather than speed the video up or cut until I get there, I thought I'd maybe have a wee chat to you about a couple of bits of drone news that have come up recently and people are talking about. I haven't made any videos about these because there are so many of them already that I didn't feel I wanted to make a dedicated video to any of these topics, and I thought I'd rather just chat about it a wee bit while I was walking along. And I may do a live stream soon where we can have a chat and discuss these new drone regulations that are coming in, firstly in 2026 and then in 2028. I've just had a wee thought. I don't know if this footpath goes all the way around to the side to where this ruin is. I don't think it does. I think it cuts just round that corner. But there is a verge. I'm sure there's a verge. It looks a bit rough and ready, but I believe there's a verge I can walk along. Anyway, so these new drone rules that are coming in, firstly in 2026 and then in 2028, there's lots of people who've got different views on it at the moment. I haven't completely decided what my own view is. I think there are pros and cons. Well, it's all pros really. The only con that I can see will be in 2028, when it's possible then that remote ID may become compulsory for all drones. Now, that's a downside because I don't want to be able to be identified. I don't want my location as a... There we go. I wonder if I can go through there. Oh, I'll walk down the verge. I don't want my location as a drone operator to be able to be found by any Joe Blogs and then might want to come out and harass me. I can't see that happening if society was normal. But society is not normal. But since COVID, the world has gone mad, and I wouldn't be surprised. There's the ruin over there, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised. I tell you what, I will go back and go through those woods. I think that's probably a better way to get in here. I'd never noticed that before, because when you're driving, that's the main road you drive down there. When I'm driving along that, I don't have time to look to the side much, apart from a quick wee glance. So I didn't know there was this opening here in the woods. And the fence, where is it? Is it just, oh, there it's up there. So I'll go in there and walk through the woods into the open area where the ruin is. If I can get through this. There's a gap at the side. Right, I'll have to pay a bit of attention to the camera. I don't want to get it scratched or anything. Right, let's see. This is going to be fun. Aye. Right, there's no determined path here, as you can see, if you're on the 360 and you're looking about. There's no wee path, so this isn't a way that people would normally cut. I don't even know if anyone ever comes to this ruin, because as I said, there's nowhere to park and get out and then walk across to it. Nowhere, other than, in the middle of Cumnock town centre. which is where I've parked. But other than that, right, I see a fence, there's a fence there, but hopefully there will be an opening, or I can climb over it. Right, it's getting a wee bit bushy here. Okay, aye, right. Now, is that a wee, here's a fence, is that a burn? I don't want to land in a flaming burn here. No, that's okay. Right, there we go. Okay, so there's the ruin dead ahead. And as I say, I don't know what this is. I can see there's a fence all the way around it, so it doesn't look as if I'm going to be able to get right up to it in person. However, the drone will be able to get close. And as I was saying before, this field, this whole bit of land, is part of the Dumfries House Estate, which is, there's, if you look, I don't know if the camera will be able to see it, it should be that you can pick up the Barony A-frame there, which is, if you're a follower of my YouTube channel, you'll know I fly there quite often, and there's the smoke from the Egger plant. Now you can't see Dumfries House because it's probably in below the trees, but once the drone's up you'll be able to get a look at Dumfries House, I'm sure. So if I have no luck, I've had no luck online finding out much, if anything, about this ruin here, which surprised me because normally there would be some kind of information. And I've talked to a few older locals who don't know anything either. They just stared at me with a blank, puzzled expression on their face. Blank and puzzled. Some had a blank expression, some with a puzzled expression on their faces when I was talking about it, as if they didn't even know there was a ruin here. I suppose one of my ports of call, and I might do this after I finish this video, I might go to the local library and ask in there. Librarians often have great local knowledge, and they might be able to shed some light on this. But we're almost right up to it now. I don't even know why there's a fence all the way around it, unless this ruin has been deemed unsafe. I'm going to raise this camera right up to its maximum height now. But even though I'm putting the drone up later on, well, after I've had a walk round, at least this way you'll be able to see right over the fence. And there's a gate, but it's padlocked. Right, so that's a padlocked gate there. So there's definitely no access to this ruin. I'm going to walk all the way around it, just in case there's a sign or a notice or something that might explain more about what this is. Well, I say I'm going to walk all around it. It looks like could be a big drop off coming up here. Oh no, I'll be able to get around there, that's fine. I hope all you non-Scots who are watching this can understand my accent okay, because in the past couple of days I've created a number of shorts from some of my long form content, and for some reason the shorts have all automatically been subtitled in Welsh. And I don't know why that would be. So if you're having problems understanding my accent, then the automatic subtitles aren't going to help, because it thinks I'm speaking Welsh. Right, that's as far round as I can go this way, I think, unless, can I squeeze in between that bush and the fence? Aye, I think I can. Aye, I can squeeze in there. Oh, jeez, oh, here, look at this. This is a big ditch, I better watch here. Careful of that. The things I do just to bring some of the lesser known parts of Scotland to you, my audience. I hope you appreciate this. And if you do appreciate it, it's a very simple way to show that, and that's by just hitting the like button, right, or the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, by subscribing to the channel, that's how you could show your appreciation. Whew. And for those of you that want to go the extra mile to support me, you can also put a super thanks in this video. You just click that wee thing that says super thanks and stick in $100. Do you know there are actually some channels that I watch, and when they're doing their live streams, they're getting donations of super chats of between like $100 and $500 from individual people. It's like, where is this audience? I want some of that audience. Anyway, so that's me being, I've walked all the way around it and no signage of any kind, and also no way in. So I'll go and find a nice wee spot where I can launch the drone and send him up. Aye, I'll go around here a wee bit because that tree is going to obstruct my view a little bit. Oh, right. Right, I'll stop at this gate, this locked gate, and set the drone up. So if you just bear with me for a few minutes, I'm going to transfer the 360-degree camera from this selfie stick to the drone, so that if you're watching the 360 version, you'll be able to continue to do that from the drone's viewpoint. So here we go.